broker's fee. Who's the broker on this one?
He doesn't want to be disclosed, but he's the one that put it on the ad.
Oh, but you didn't pocket that money. Why don't you watch this, folks? Why don't you prove to me that you paid any money to a broker? Go ahead, I'm waiting for it.
I don't have a proof for that.
Oh, well then I guess that you're full of baloney and you are simply a common thief.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay, Nicole Reason?
Yes.
And Kirby Gaston? Yes. Okay, you're suing Natalie Jean, your landlord, for $4,500 that you want returned to you, the 2 months rent you paid, the security deposit, and the dog deposit, because according to you, she didn't have a right to lease to you to begin with. What happened?
Well, it was one day my husband called me and he told me he found this apartment on this website that's called classyapartment.com. On the website it said, apartment for rent for $1,300, call ASAP, right? My husband called her. He went to see the apartment. The following day, I went with him. I seen the apartment. I said, you know what? I like the apartment. We're going to go ahead with it.
Okay.
January 1st, we gave a total deposit of $4,400. And the 3rd, we gave her additional $100. So that made it a whole total of $4,500.
Okay, did you sign a lease?
Yes.
May I see the lease you signed? All right, so it says move in, blah, blah, blah. This will be a month to month. So it was a month to month. All right, now what's this other document you gave me a picture of?
That is a document that she forged the landlord name on. That I never met the landlord.
Who's Antoine Sanders?
The landlord, he's right here.
Okay, can you switch with him, please? Do you have a lease with the landlord?
Yes.
May I see your lease? You are the landlord. You're the owner of the property.
Yes, I am.
All right. So now, how long have you been renting to her?
I never gave her a lease.
How long have you been renting to her?
I never rented her the place.
I don't know what you're talking. What do
I
you
never
mean?
rented her an apartment
Okay.
at my house.
So how is she living there?
Her friend used to live there. Her friend moved out and she moved in.
Okay. So she moved in without your authority?
Yes.
Okay. Show me the lease. Does it have your name on it or somebody else's?
My name.
Take a look at that. Is that your signature and her signature? Because it looks like a lease. Why is that a copy that you were bringing me to? Why don't you have an original?
This
That's
is not
what I
my
have.
signature.
That's not your signature?
No, this
so
is
she
fake.
forged your signature?
Definitely.
Do you have any ID on you right now? Pull out any ID that has your signature, please. Did you forge that?
No.
You've been to court with her already, right?
Yes.
Why did you go to court?
Because she didn't want to leave when I told her to.
Why were you trying to get her out?
Because she's not supposed to be there.
Why? Yeah, but I mean, don't you want some? Was she paying rent?
No, she wasn't.
Oh, well, that's a good reason. When was the last time she paid rent?
Never.
She's never paid any rent?
No.
Have you ever paid any rent?
Yes.
Show me proof that you've paid rent.
My proof is in the other room.
I can't hear you.
My proof is in the other room. I have.
Why? You don't think that's gonna come up here?
Yes.
Will somebody please get whatever proof she left in the other room? Describe the bag it's in.
It's in a cat in a hat bag.
Oh, that ought to narrow it down. Yeah, quite frankly, this really looks like the same person signed both. It doesn't look like his signature at all. So, if you have no right to lease the place, how did you find out that there was a problem? Like, how did it come up?
Well, the 1st of February, I just came from work and I was just signing the check to take upstairs to her. Probably after I called my husband, he told me she texted him and said she don't want no check, to give her cash or money order. So I found it strange at the beginning. She told us a check, money order, or cash is okay, but all of a sudden you just want cash or money order, right? So I tried to reach out to her. She didn't answer the phone. Okay, it bothered me. Half an hour later, my bell rang. It's the landlord. 2 guys standing at the door, actually. I never seen them in my life. Now, I'm not thinking, I wasn't nervous or nothing, but I should have never opened the door. I opened the door, and he was like,
Who are you?
Yeah, he said, who are you? I said, I'm Nicole. What's the problem? He said, do you know who I am? I said, no. He said, I'm the landlord for this house. I said, you can never be the landlord because she lives upstairs. He said, no. The girl that live upstairs, who's Natalie Jean, she's not supposed to be there, and she's renting out the apartment to you, and no one's supposed to be in the house.
Why?
I told her, you serious? So I got upset, and I called my husband. I told him, you have to come home right away. And from that's
So
how
this
I end
happened
up.
in February.
Yes, February 1st.
And you have received zero payment from her since ever.
No.
You didn't get, nobody paid you for January?
No.
Nobody paid you for February?
No.
And nobody's paid you for March?
When I found out that Nicole was staying there, I went there because Natalie did the same thing to another guy.
Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you the truth. It's caught.
Why is it taking so long to get her out then?
She petitioned to the court saying that she need for cause. So I have to go back to court on the 14th.
How long you been riding the system the way you do? Go ahead and give her her cat in the hat bag and show me proof that you've paid him rent.
I don't have the, Okay, so from the beginning,
Show me proof that you paid him rent.
I don't have proof of the rents. Right
Well,
now.
then what did you think was in your cat in the hat bag? Because you
It's
told
another
me I
lease.
left the proof in the other room.
Yes, it's another lease. It's the same lease.
Sweetheart, prove you've been paying rent because according to him, you haven't paid a penny in months and months and months. And yet you're collecting from these folks. And you know that you entered into a stipulation in January in front of another judge that says that you're gone, right?
My lease is not up yet.
Excuse me?
I have my lease that's from the state that sends him monies.
You have your lease that's from the state that sends him monies.
Girl, stop playing with us right now. Like, we really don't feel like.
Did you sign his name on this piece of paper?
No.
Show me the lease that's from the state that sends him monies.
You're killing them. You're killing them.
The plot just gets thicker and thicker. Housing Voucher Assistance Program, but it doesn't prove that actual payments are being made.
Oh, I don't know.
Where's your, well, yeah, you can call your social worker here or whoever the employee is and show that rent is being paid. This is important to me because I need to know if he's lying about rent being paid. So I'm gonna take a recess and we're gonna make a phone call. Now, I am like the police. If you make me chase you, it's not gonna be good. So I'm gonna ask you guys one last time. Are rent payments being sent to him by whatever housing authority this is?
I'm not, now I don't know. You said it could be just a paper that they didn't go through.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think you would know because it's your benefit, so you would know if
I
it's...
don't know.
And have you received any housing payments, Section 8, anything else like that, any housing program payments on this property?
No, ma'am. Actually, this case is under investigation.
This is?
Yes, it is, for fraud.
I'm not even gonna take a recess. You have zero proof that you are paying the landlord. You have collected $4,500 from these people. They have not paid, you didn't pay March to her, right? Had you already paid February? Oh, you had already paid 2 months plus security.
Yes.
No,
All
I
right.
paid 1 month in security.
What happened is, ma'am,
If you said good morning, I wouldn't believe you. It's not funny.
listen, ma'am.
Shut up, bitch!
Do you have the proof of what you paid her?
This is the receipt that she wrote up.
Oh yeah, well you gave me a picture. That's this, right? No, that's something else. Yeah, it says 4,400 and then 100, and it says 4,200 and 300 on your other document. So how is it that she paid you? There's 2 receipts from you. How is it that she paid you?
They paid a broker's fee and the security deposit.
Broker's fee?
And
A broker's fee to who?
And they paid.
Wait a minute. Oh, I love you. I want to take your chutzpah, bottle it up, and sell it to America.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
So here's what's going to happen, folks. I am ruling against you. You are going to pay them back every penny of the money that you essentially stole from them. And then you can work out with him what it is, because he's the one who's really nailed in all of this. So you can work out with him what it is that you should be paying in rent and should have been paying in rent for living there, okay? $4,500 verdict for the plaintiff.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Well, the plaintiffs do prevail. They get the full $4,500. Miss Jean, the judge, in effect, just called you a thief. She really lowered the boom on you. What do you have to say?
I'm not a thief. I'm sorry.
This was a game? 911. Officer, right there. FBI, come on in, fellas.
I'm subletting is legal, and that's what I did.
But you couldn't prove anything. I mean,
yeah, I didn't bring everything with me.
Why not?
I just did it. I'm sorry.
Girl, shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up.
It is what it is. It is what it is.